Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the Clover Mini 3. So as you can see here, I have the Clover Mini 3. I just unboxed it just a few days ago. I've been playing around with it. I like it. It's really nimble, very fast. The screen is very easy to use, meaning it's very adaptive. You can sense your fingers very easily. There's no stickiness to it. And as you can see, I logged into it. So next to is the Clover Mini old generation. The older generation had a 7-inch screen. And I'm gonna show you what the difference between the Clover Mini 2 is and the Clover Mini 3, so you can get an idea. Obviously, by the time you watch this video, the older Clover will not be available no more. But for those of you that are thinking about upgrading to the Clover Mini 3, this video hopefully will help you make a decision on that. So let me give you some feedback on both of these devices. So the Clover Mini 2, the biggest change you will encounter is how the customers pay. So on the old Clover device, the Clover Mini older generation, they would put their card at the very top right here. In this one, they put their card at the bottom, right? So both has pros and cons. At the top, very easy, slide it in, slide it out, and it's paid for. With this one, you slide it in, slide it out. So as I was playing around with it, as a business owner, I was, attempting to do a transaction, and a few times my hand will fall. My hand would automatically land on this, thinking it's a back button. That was just my kind of assumption to it. So for example, let's say I'm in the register app, and I wanted to kind of go back to the home screen. Somehow I would keep on pressing this button, thinking this was a home button. So even though, yeah, it's a picture of a little small green credit card, but without really paying too much attention, you would think that's the home button. So that may be something for the first few weeks as you get adjusted to it. Your employees or staff may think this is the home button and press it, while in fact it's not. It's the credit card reader or the credit card inserter. So as we know from the older Clover devices, the home button is here. But somehow this makes it look like there are 3 different buttons. So that's something very minor, something that may not even affect you. You may not even notice, but it's just something I noticed because I pressed it a few times as I was trying to go back to the home button. So I was like, home, especially with apps that doesn't have that screen at the bottom, right? So some apps that you'll find in the app market may have like kiosk mode. They may have like a special screen where the only way to get out of the screen is by putting in a password. So those apps may make it appear like this is the home button to get out or to go back. But again, that's very minor, and I don't think it will affect your business or make a lot of confusion. It's just something that after many years of using these devices, I just kind of assumed that was the back button or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and go through this device here. The paper roll on the Clover Mini 2, as you guys may know, it is depending on which Clover Mini obviously you have, right? Let me see if I have the other one. So this Clover Mini is connected to this device here, right? This is called the Clover Station Pro, Clover Station Duo right here. So this one will face the customer, right? And it's only for processing the card. So that's why you don't see the paper roll in the back. But the one that's standalone Clover Mini will have the paper roll on here as well. So the other thing you'll notice with this Clover is they still have the swiper at the top, because some cards still people swipe it, and then of course the insert. So again, the paper roll goes right here, same as before, as the old generation, right here. But if you have it connected to a Clover Station, which acts as a customer facing to make the payment, because you can see this device here, you can't pay for it here. You have to pay for it here. So the Clover Mini 3 basically does the same thing, but it's also a standalone, just like the old device here, the Clover older generation. And in terms of the speed, the processing power, the swiftness, it's very quick. I like it. It boots up very fast. It's very easy to use. I noticed this bigger screen made a big difference to me, even though it's only 1 inch bigger. But you can see how much more space you get, how much more screen size you get when you compare it to this one. See how much more bigger the screen is. It also looks nicer too, just overall, the way they designed it looks really, really nice. And then the camera is on this side, while this one, the camera was in the middle here. So now let's go back to the question. If you have a Clover older generation, should you upgrade to the bigger one? So to answer that, it will be two ways. One, is your Clover old generation having problems? Is it getting slow? Is there some kind of issue you're having with it? Is the screen too small for you? If you're having those problems, then yeah, it makes sense to go to the new Clover Mini 3. But if you want to upgrade to the Clover Mini 3 just because you just want to upgrade it because you think it's time to do it, or you think it's gonna improve your business, then yeah, I would not upgrade, because the features, the way the customers pay, it's all the same, right? So keep the old Clover if you have no issues with it. But if you're a brand new business, and at the time of this recording, your bank offers you both choices and says you can get the Clover Mini 3 for this much, but if you get the old Clover, you get it for $100 off, I would still go with this one, because you want to think long term, because this is gonna perhaps have stuff you may need down the road, quickness and reliability. I'm not saying this is not as reliable. I'm just saying that the new improved updates they have may come in handy in the long run. So go with this. Even though you may save $100, I would still go with this. But if the discount is significant, like they're giving you for half off, then you may want to go with this one, because it still does the job. It works very well. I've heard merchants have this for 5 years, 6 years, for a long time, and it still works flawlessly, right? So they're very reliable devices, very reliable. Of course, there's some exceptions where, some of them may go bad or may be dropped. As you know, the Clover Mini has a sensor built into it. So if I drop this, it'll still work, but it won't take the credit cards, because it's has tamper-proof technology built into it. Especially with the pin pad, it won't take that. So depending on how hard you drop it, just be careful with that. Don't drop it. So same thing with even this Clover. This one actually, no, it doesn't have the swiper, but the ones that have the pin pad reader built into it, you have to be very careful not to drop those devices. So the reason why I'm excited about the Clover Mini 3 is because we built an app called Kiosk app. Let me show that to you. So the reason why I like it is because the price is very reasonable, and merchants that have this device, or they have an extra one, they can download an app that we built called Smart Online Order, and they can convert it to kiosk mode, which is really cool, because you can put this at your business somewhere, in the back room, in the kitchen, in the front room, anywhere where you think your customers typically go towards to order, or thinking that that's the best location. So again, you could try different locations, but you can customize the message. It says, welcome to your restaurant, whatever message you write here, tap to order. They tap it. Once they tap it, they will see your menu. You add the pictures. Now they order themselves as the Clover Mini 3. Yes, they can do it on this device. Screen is a little bit smaller, so it may be a little bit less convenient because of screen size, but it still works. And again, you can also go with this one too. This one has the bigger screen size. So that's the Clover Mini 3 in a wrap for you guys. The reason I wanted to bring this video is because we built apps for the Clover. So when new devices come out, I like to personally check it out, try it out, to see how it works with the apps that we're building, and also kind of give you guys feedback, because I've had a chance to own a lot of different Clovers, and I've seen them evolve and update and make changes, and technology is getting a lot better. Very good devices, very solid, very, very well built, and I'm looking forward to the next 3, 4, 5 years of what they're going to be building. So that's it for this video. Join us for more videos like this. Just subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.